Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for your Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest watch-along. And we have a fresh lineup today. It's a beautiful day when you see a lineup like this, where Mendy actually starts against a physical team that will probably cause us problems on set pieces. He actually goes and starts. And Lewis Hall starts as well, because this guy, as we already know, basically being left out and being called back from the under-20s of the World Cup for England. And he's been kept here because we've got injuries at left back. So he had to start, and he does. No Aspilicueta at left back, none of that foolishness. So that's good to see as well. The lineups are getting better from Frank, so I am appreciative of that. And I do look forward to watching this game. Shockingly enough, it sounds crazy, but I do look forward to watching this game. This is a nice lineup. This is not exactly what we predicted in the preview. We did have Kante instead of Kova. We did have Fofana instead of Chalobah, and we had Mudryk instead of Sterling. But these are fine rotations to make. Kante, we know he struggled with injuries in the past. We got games against Newcastle, City, United. He's going to be needed for all three of those. If you're thinking, what do you need Kante for? Do you need him for those games, or do you need him for this game? It's understandably so that this is probably going to be Kante's maybe last rest of the season, so maybe you leave him out for this game. I have no problem with that. The season's done. The Sterling one is not my favorite, I must say. Out of all of the changes, I think the Sterling one is the one that aggs me the most. I would have preferred to see Mudryk. Not that Mudryk had a great game last match, but just for some consistency, to see him consistently in the starting 11 for a string of games towards the end of the season, to try and see if he can pick up form. The one thing I will say with Sterling, though, is that Sterling is not leaving. Sterling is not leaving. We can talk about Sterling's performance. We can talk about some of his horrendous performances, particularly at the Emirates. But Sterling is not leaving. Sterling is not leaving. He will be here next season with Poch on that high wage. We just signed him last summer. He's not going anywhere. So he is part of the plans. And he does keep speaking on the fact that he wants to be here next season. He does look forward to the future and trying to fix things. And he has been quite, I guess, damning of the club. And what we've done in terms of our shake-up this season, along with Thiago Silva. So he's going to be here. So he is part of it. It's not like a Ziyech or Pulisic who are definitely leaving, so kind of pointless to give them minutes. But I would prefer Mudryk and Chalobah instead of Wesley. I think Wesley was slightly picked up a knock. I don't know. So I'm not really going to comment too much on that one. But yeah, I think that's not a big issue either. Datro Fofana's on the bench. So we actually have a striker on the bench. No Aubameyang. Fine with that. Good to see that Datro Fofana's on the bench. Going to hopefully get some minutes off the bench. And he is obviously a new signing from the January transfer window. He might get loaned next season. I've already said I do predict that Datro Fofana will be getting loaned in the summer, and Broja will be kept purely because Broja had a long-term injury and is still out, not back until pre-season. And it's very rare that this club has a long-term injury with a player that they value, because we did give Broja a long-term contract, if you remember last summer, a new 5-year deal. It's very rare that the club then sends that player out on loan with a different medical team and outside of the Cobham walls when they've just come back from an injury. So if you're looking at who's more likely to go out on loan, you're looking at Datro Fofana. And obviously Broja has Premier League experience with Southampton. So keep an eye on that. Ziyech, Kai, Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek, Fofana, Aspilicueta, Kepa, Mudryk. Yeah, it's calm. It's a decent lineup. I'm pretty happy with it. Why does Gallagher keep getting minutes? To be honest, at this point, before I wanted to see Carney. Now I'm not really bothered. There's not really any other options. Mason Mount's out to the end of the season. Zakaria is not staying. Right, he's not getting his loan renewed, so there's no point playing him at all. Whereas Felix, he could actually be kept. Zakaria is not being kept, so there's no point using him. Mason Mount's injured for the rest of the season, and Carney just went to the under-20s World Cup, and he has played his last Chelsea game this season. Not that he's been playing anyway. His minutes have been starved, but he's gone now. So there's no other option. That's why I put Gallagher in my team. It's probably the first time in my preview I put Gallagher in the starting 11, because Carney's not here anymore. He's gone to the World Cup for England, under-20s. And we don't have any other options. So, and to be fair to Gallagher, he did put in a good performance last game. So, listen, you may as well play him. Gallagher put in a good performance. You have to give him that at least. If you don't rate him, listen, you know me, I don't rate him very highly, but you have to give credit where it's due. He did put in a shift last game. And yeah, Madueke starts, and that's the key as well. So I'm happy with that team. It's just Sterling versus Mudryk that I'm not really cool with. I guess I prefer Mudryk, but again, like I said, Sterling's not going anywhere. The good thing about this team is that all of these players, apart from Cover, maybe who's linked with a move away, but like I said, I think he's protecting Kante. Most of these players are at least in contention with next season's squad. I think it's just Cover who's definitely going to leave because he's got 1 year left on his contract, and again, he's in his peak. And I don't feel like he's obviously not a new signing as well, so I don't feel like he's going to stick around. Whereas other players in their peak, like Sterling, but have just come in the door, are going to stay. So, yeah, I think that's a good team, guys. I'm not going to lie. I think that will do. It's flexible as well. It allows us to maybe go to a back three. The only thing is who would play right wing back. I don't know. Maybe you'd have to throw Madueke there, but I'm not too keen on it. So yeah, I think listen, it's clearly a back four. I think with Chalobah playing right back, Lewis Hall playing left back, and then the midfield three and the front three. So at least Felix as well is in the false nine position because that's where he came on against Bournemouth and obviously got the goal linked up with Sterling quite well. Hopefully Sterling actually plays okay today. But like I said, I'm not placing down any bets. Yes, Carney made the under-20 England squad. He did not get refused the same way Lewis Hall got refused because obviously he's starting. So yeah, Carney's away with the England under-20, so he won't be in any more squads this season, which is fine with me because he's not playing anyway. So you may as well let him go. May as well let him actually get some minutes under his belt. So there's no point keeping him because we haven't used him. We've had all this time to use him this season, especially after January, when the season was done. It wasn't really done. And we haven't used him. So for me, it's a waste of his talent to be sitting here in the outs. Well, not even on the bench, literally outside the squad on, sitting watching. There's no point. So yeah, I'm pretty cool with that. Let's go through some of the comments and we'll get predictions going as well. In my preview, I went with a 2-1 Chelsea win. On Big Six, I went with a draw. It could be either. It could be either. Because listen, Nottingham Forest are fighting for their life. So it's not to say that it's going to be an easy day. Navas is better than Kepa. Don't disagree with you. I think that's pretty obvious. Mendy starting. It's good to see him. Let's see how he plays today. Very interesting to see. Let's see. I'm also surprised that Mendy's starting, but it's about time. It's about time. Even if you're putting him in the shop window, just to remind people that he exists. It looks like he's leaving. Let's see. Mendy's still alive and kicking and breathing. Cover has been poor. He has, but I think Kante is just being rested. No, nothing on him being injured. Just I think he's being rested, and we need to manage Kante. We're keeping him right next season. He's signing a new deal, so we need to manage him. So we got Manchester United away, Man City away, Newcastle at home. He has to play all those games for us to even be competitive. So if you're gonna rest him, this is your last chance. Let's see. Mission accomplished. Yep, smash up the likes, 100%. Why Cover starting over N'Golo? We've addressed it. Mendy's farewell game, most likely, potentially, yes. Not surprised Gallagher's starting last games. He was contributing. I agree. Let's see. Gallagher debates. Let's see. Hall starting. I'm so happy to see Hall. I really am. Just give something fresh to the team. He was a breath of fresh air when he played against Manchester City in the left wing back role in the Carabao Cup. I thought he was really strong. Obviously in the final third, he couldn't finish. That's neither here or there. You know what I mean? That's not his natural position. So I'm not expecting him to be a true wing back. But in terms of actually contributing, looking technically secure, he definitely dealt with Rico Lewis a couple of times in that game. It's good to see him. It's definitely good to see him. So it just keeps things fresh. And again, we're going to lose Webster. Webster's going to leave. I think Ian Maatsen is likely to leave. You won't want to hear it, but I think Ian Matson's likely to leave unless we actually sell Cucurella, there's been a few rumors and links that Cucurella could leave, but we're not going to break even. I have to calculate what his amortization over his 5-year contract is. Did we give him a 5-year deal? We signed him for £62 million. What are we looking at here? I think, how much would we have to? This is rough numbers, but I'm just trying to think of how much we'd have to sell him for. minimum 48 million, around about, you'd have to sell him for 48 million to break even. Because we've already obviously had him for the 1 year. If he's on a 5-year deal, let me check. I don't know what contract he was given, but if he's on a 5-year deal and he cost about 62 million, you're going to need to sell him for about 48 to break even. I don't think anybody's paying 48 million for Cucurella at all. So he signed a 6-year deal. Yeah. So that brings it down a bit at least. But I don't see him. I don't see it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what wage he's on. If I take a look at what wage he's on, because I know everybody would like Ian Maatsen to be a part of this team, but he's got 1 year left on his contract, and we don't have any space for him. So the likelihood is that he's going to be sold, probably for good money, and we're gonna be having Cucurella and Chilwell as our 2 left backs next season, unless Poch thinks otherwise. But like I said, breaking even on this player is going to be difficult. So I think, so with that being said, I think Lewis Hall is very important that we use him, because we've already lost 2 young players that kind of play in similar positions. You could say Ian Maatsen can play left back. I think Ian Maatsen is the only fullback we have outside of Reece James that can invert and can overlap and actually be really good on both sides. Cucurella is on 175,000 a week, apparently. According to this, Cucurella is on 175,000 a week, 1 year into his Chelsea career. So he ain't he ain't going anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, that's not looking good, bruv. That's not looking good. He's on 175k. Chilwell should be sold instead of Cucurella. Sell Chilwell. Well, he just signed a new contract. Chilwell just signed a new contract. That doesn't always mean they're staying, but I don't think he's going anywhere either. I don't think he's going anywhere. So I think those are your 2 left backs, to be honest. I think those are your 2 left backs. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So maybe it might be 55 plus. Is it add-ons? Is it 7 million add-ons? I remember it being 62 because of obviously Colwell going on loan. It went up a bit. If it's add-ons, I don't know what the add-ons are. So yeah, we could say 55 divided by 6, which is 9 million per season. So yeah, if you're taking that away, we have to basically get about 49. No, we have to get about 44 million. Sorry, 46 million from him. So yeah, 46, 48, round about that. That's what you're looking to break even on this guy. That's what you're looking to do to break even on this guy. A fan just hit Eddie Howe. What is going on Leeds? What is going on there? Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's the situation with him. So you're losing Lewis Hall, you're losing Ian Maatsen, and you're losing Charlie Webster. So I think Lewis Hall could be vital in that position. And I definitely think Ampadu's leaving as well in the summer. I know he's out on loan. I think Ampadu's definitely leaving. So yeah, that's how I see that. Gibbs White, we need to keep an eye on today. That's for sure. We need to keep an eye on Gibbs White, guys. I'm not covering or really interested in KSI's fight. No, I'm not watching that later on. Let's see. Football fans used to laugh at Arsenal for being accountants. Now you understand why the blogs about fees, wages mattered. Welcome to the dark side, bro. I've always cared about that. I've never been one to say, "Oh, it's not our money. Who cares?" I've never been that person to say that. I think it's it literally is very relevant to how you build your squad and who misses out and who plays and who leaves. So yeah. I don't know why Poch announcement is taking so long. I really don't know. We have to wait. That's all we can do is just wait. I have no idea what's taking so long. All we have to do is wait. But it seems like it's basically done. So if you want my time scale, this really needs to be announced, in my opinion, on Monday. Like, I'm not expecting a managerial announcement on a Sunday. Monday morning, 10 a.m., I'm expecting an official announcement that Poch is the manager. I don't really know why it needs to take any longer than that. For me, that should be the time frame. Get it done then, so we can move on. So we can actually allow Poch to officially and formally review this squad from afar for the new season coming up. And that's the way I'm looking at it. What are your thoughts on the minus 45 players we are starting with next season? I genuinely feel we will spend all next season in relegation scrap with all our upheaval this summer. No, we won't be in a relegation scrap next season. But we do need to get rid of players. I did a video about a month and a half ago about trimming this squad down to 25 players, and the challenge is it has to be 25 players. So you can go through the entire Chelsea squad. You can go through, you know, the loanies coming back. You can go through the recalls. You know, you can go through the players we have, the players that you want to buy. You can go through everything, but you have to get it down to 25. That's the rule. And it's not easy. I'm not going to lie to you. When you factor in Andre Santos, when you factor in Carney, when you factor in, you know, players come back from loan, Ian Matson, Colwell, the goalkeepers, it's very difficult to make it 25, but you have to. And that's the challenge. So it's a fun challenge. You should do it when you can and see how you get on. You're definitely gonna have to make some decisions you're not happy with, but you know, that's the way it goes. You're definitely gonna have to leave out a couple of players that you like. No, I actually don't, you know. I actually don't. The reason why I don't is because I want to know the finer details when I speak on that video. I want to know how long his contract is. I think Poch's contract length is very important. I need to know what that is. So I haven't actually done a video. I'll do a thumbnail in advance, but I'm not doing a video in advance because it will be out of date. Let's see. Full time Leeds 2, Newcastle 2. Damn. What a game. What a game. Bit surprised. And Rangers have beaten Celtic 3-0. I think they've made rotations in that game, apparently. I'm not sure. But obviously it's a rivalry. To be honest, I don't know, because I'm sure he's listen, the Spurs thing, I already said it on Big Six. This guy shouldn't be going to Spurs. If he has any brain cells in his body, he shouldn't be going to Spurs. There's no reason for Nagelsmann to be going to Spurs at all. They're in a terrible position in terms of their overall sporting director situation. They don't know who their next director is going to be. Their best player is most likely on his way out. There's no reason for him to be going to Spurs. So, especially with the way that Levy moves. So for me, that makes perfect sense. He should be waiting for the Real Madrid job, or waiting for another top job to come up. He doesn't need to. He literally just came out of management this season. There's no rush. I don't really see what the rush is. Liverpool are getting top 4. Newcastle dropping out of top 4. Let me take a look at the Premier League table, because I'm a little bit surprised in Newcastle that they've dropped points at Elland Road. This takes them. This puts them 4 points clear of Liverpool with games played equal now, right? So it's still in Newcastle's hands, very much so. Newcastle on 66 points. Newcastle on 66 points. Liverpool on 62. They've both played 35 games. Just remember that. Newcastle still have to play Brighton at home, Leicester at home, and Chelsea away. Newcastle are 4 points clear. So they have a whole game to spare, right? They need 2 wins out of the last 3. And then they've got Champions League football. I think they can beat Brighton at home. And I think they can beat Leicester at home. So Newcastle should still get top 4. And they should be able to beat Chelsea, to be honest. If they get a draw, it will be 5 points. And then if Liverpool were to win, then obviously, you know, they would go ahead 1 point clear. So they need to win 2 out of the last 3. I think Liverpool could drop points against Aston Villa at home, but we'll have to see. They got Leicester away. Leicester are fighting for their lives on Monday night, literally. So who knows with that game? But you'd expect Liverpool to win that. But they've got Aston Villa at home, then they've got Southampton away. Southampton will be done by then, so that's an easy 3 points. I think Newcastle will still get it, but they definitely make this a lot harder than it needs to be. I think if Newcastle had won today, they'd be on 68 points. They'd be 1 game away from top 4 done. one more win and this top four is done, because their goal difference to Liverpool is 7 goals. So 7-goal swing. You know, I think they would have said it's basically wrapped up, and then just get a point just to really mathematically finish it off. So yeah, that result will still keep Newcastle third, because Manchester United have got Man United have got a game in hand, but their goal difference is really poor. It's equal. Newcastle, Man United is completely equal in terms of who could drop out, because they'll both be on the same points if Man United win. If Man United don't win, they'll be 1 point clear of Liverpool with the same games played. So Man United are the ones to really look out for, I think, not really Newcastle. Let's take a look. Kante's out for the rest of the season. Kante season over, injured. Oh my God. Where are you getting this information? Where are you getting this information, man? Dear me. All right, let's take a look at this. Kante's out for the rest of the season. I mean, there's only 3 games left after this spot. Let's take a look. Do you know this? You see this Kante situation, right? Every time Kante comes back, people say to me, and fair play to him, he drops a couple of masterclasses. People say to me, "Oh, Matisse, what do you think of Kante now? That idiot wanted him sold. Oh, Kante, see, look, shut up, Matisse. You see, look, how dare you speak on him? You see, look, he's back. He's injured again. He's injured again. Where are you? Oh, Matisse, he's going to be fine now. Look, he's over his injuries now. We can rely upon him. Matisse, he could play in the 6. He's injured again. Some people talk too quick. They talk too quick. The man plays 2-3 games after coming back from injury. By the way, these are the first games we've seen from him in, 9 months? This guy didn't even play under Potter. That's how long he was out for. He didn't even play under Potter. Yeah? Didn't even play under Potter. And as soon as he comes back, oh, Matisse on Twitter, oh, Matisse, oh. He doesn't play. He doesn't play. So listen, at the end of the day, I've said everything I have to say. I don't have to speak anymore. You can't depend on this guy. He's a great player, but you cannot depend on him. It's as simple as that. He is injured again. How many more times until people listen? I have nothing to say. People, it's just boring. It's getting boring. I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored of it, honestly. I'm getting bored. I'm not even asked anymore. Give him the new contract. Just give him the new contract. Sign him up, because we have to anyway, because Cover's leaving. And I don't believe in selling Cover, Kante, and Jorginho all within the same season. I think that's reckless. So give him the new contract, make it on a lower base wage, and just don't depend on him next season, because he's not going to be here. You know, he's going to be here for maximum maybe 10, 15 games if you're lucky, and that's about it. Simple as that. So when I'm saying that, you know, Kante cannot play as the 6, period, you know, you can't depend on him, regardless of whether you think he can play in the 6 or he's not a 6. I personally have always said he's not a 6. If you think he's a 6, it doesn't matter, because you can't depend on him anyway. So we need a 6. So getting bored of this, man. And it's the same people every single time. It's the same people. They don't even wait for this guy to play 10 games in a row, 10 consecutive starts, before they're chatting to me on Twitter or chatting to me on socials, telling me, oh, this guy wanted him sold. Crazy. Brother, we are trying to manage his minutes today, and he's not fit. He's still not fit. We ain't even playing him today. And I thought we wasn't playing him because we was managing his minutes. And he's injured again. So here's what it is. I keep telling people this guy's body has broken down. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. You're not go and look at the amount of it's very simple. It's like a car. Kante is like a car, and his mileage, it's just the mileage. You take a look at Kante, he's covered every blade of grass. This guy sometimes has done two people's job in midfield. He's played every single game of Premier League winning seasons, week after week after week after week. And he does more running than anyone else. And he covers more ground than anybody else. And he's been doing that for a long, long stretch of his career. He's now coming into his 30s. It only makes sense that he breaks down. His body breaks down. What we need to do and what we should have done years ago is replace him and move on. You know, replace him, and then he's on the bench. Replace him, and then he's not an absolute vital part of the team. It doesn't matter what his injury is, bro. It doesn't matter. His injury is his injury. The point is he's not available once again. I don't really care what his injury is. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's constantly just never available for us on a consistent basis. Lampard says, we lost N'Golo in training today. He felt something in his groin. So probably a couple of weeks. We know what that means pretty much. That's what it says. So apparently it's something in his groin. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. And my problem with it is that we put so much importance on him because he's so great. So then when he comes into the team, he's fantastic, or he puts in a great performance. But when he's not ready, what do we have left? Because we're always overvaluing him, because we're always dependent on him, when really we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be doing that. What we need to be doing is actually defining him as a squad player, bring in starters, and then even when he is fit, if we're winning games, you don't just throw him into the team, because you're messing up the chemistry in the relationship. If we've got a good partnership in midfield of two players and they're playing at the top level and we're winning matches, Kante is a squad player, and you just bring him on off the bench, or you use him sporadically, and that's it. That's how it needs to be. I don't want to see starting 11s next season and Kante's in the starting 11, because you're setting yourself up to fail. If you do your starting 11 next season for Chelsea, your strongest team, Kante cannot be in it because he's not available. You need to have somebody else in there, and as soon as you've got a pairing in there, a starting pairing, then it's cool. If he's on the bench, great. If he's not on the bench, he's not on the bench. That's how it has to be. And until this club get this through their heads, we're not going anywhere. Because I'm tired of, when Kante's not on the pitch, we can't play football. When Kante's not here, we'll drop off. I'm bored of it. Bored of it. It's every single year. It's been like that for like 3-4 years now. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Please stop spamming. You've spammed a lot today. I'm gonna be on Super Sport as always. We're gonna make top 4. We'll see. Lavia must come to Chelsea. I am doing a double header. Yes, City versus Everton and Arsenal versus Brighton. Yep. I'm not sure where it's on. I'm not sure. I haven't even checked yet. I think it could be. Some people will probably tell me it's on Peacock. I'm probably going to look at it on Super Sport. I think I'm going to take a look. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Help out your buddies in there if you're in America. Well, if you're in America, you should have it, no? If you're in America, you should definitely have it. No, not this week. Eunice is in Morocco, so it was tough to get a time. So we'll do it next week. Let's see. What about Poch wanting to make cat? Again, I mean, Poch is very big on fitness. He's very big on fitness, right? And it's a report, and I'm sure it's a credible report, and I'm sure it's true because any manager, if they have Kante, would want to make Kante integral. It's up to us as a club to use our brain and say, listen, Poch, you might want to make him integral, but he's not got the facilities for that. So we're going to get you someone like him, maybe like a Caicedo or whoever it is, and that's going to be your new Kante. And we're going to keep Kante, but he's not integral like you think he is because he can't play a lot of games. But I get what you mean. You want him to be integral because you value his traits and his abilities and his profile. No problem. We'll get you someone like him, and we'll try and compensate. That's how it needs to be. If you don't do that and you say, and Poch says, oh, he's integral, and that means, okay, we don't get any midfielder and we just go and get Kante. We just have Kante, or we don't get a midfielder that complements Enzo and we get a midfielder that complements Kante. Or I don't know, like we don't get someone that can replicate what Kante does to a degree, and we miss Kante, even with who we sign, we still miss him, then we're shooting ourselves in the foot. We shoot ourselves in the foot. Let's see. I don't want to do too many conspiracy theories on Nagelsmann because I'm not really sure. Like I said, for me, yeah, it might be pure waffle, bro. It might be pure waffle. There's a lot of waffle going on right now, so I'm not really reporting or making videos on the news as such. Just when I saw the Neymar, Mane, and what was the other one? Neymar, Mane, and Rafinha. When I saw those three names, I said, okay, it's not even like it has to be true, but I said, you know what? There's three of them now. I'm just gonna completely smash up everything here. Just put it all together in a present, in a gift, and just smash out the video on all three of them. And just the overriding topic, which is, please do not start this Ronaldo Neymar nonsense this summer with me again, like he did last summer, Todd Bowie. I mean, I've seen legendary players, bro. Okay, I've seen legendary players come and go, and I keep telling people there is life after Kante. When Kante leaves this football club, we're not going to go into administration. We're not going to liquidate. We're going to have to find a new midfielder. So we can either do it now, or we can wait until he's retired, and then you can panic. I prefer to do it now. I'm not one of these people that will worship really any of our players, because I've seen legends already. I've already seen the greats. I've seen Drogba. I've seen Lampard. I've seen Terry. I've seen Hazard. I've seen Cech. I've seen all of these guys. I've seen Makalele, Essien. I've seen all these guys. So there's no player you can bring to me where I'm like, oh, wow. No, this is Chelsea Football Club. I don't care. I don't care how legendary he is. Time moves on. I'm not interested. We need to replace. It's as simple as that. If you have to manage his minutes, that means he can't start every week. And that means we need a replacement. It's the same thing. We need to find a replacement, because even when you are trying to manage his minutes, he still could get injured. So for me, we need to get a replacement. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we ain't even we living with him without him right now. It's true. We're living without him right now. He's not with us. I'm happy with Mendy starting. This is a physical team, very, very physical team. Set pieces are again going to be crucial today. You know how I feel about Kepa's cross collection. It's non-existent. So we do need somebody that can help us in that regard. Mendy hasn't played in months, so he could be rusty from a ball playing aspect. He's not the best ball playing goalkeeper as it is. Pretty average at best. So I'm a bit worried on that side of things, how rusty he's going to be. It might take him 10, 15 minutes. I think the best thing we could do in this game is to get him some early touches on the ball. If we plan on playing out from the back today, which I think we probably might, because I'm looking at the striker and I'm looking at Felix and I'm thinking there's no way we can go long to him. If we plan on playing out from the back today, the first thing we should do from kickoff is get that ball, pass it back to Mendy and do a couple passes back and forth. I know he's probably done that in his pre-match warm-up anyway, but there's a difference between doing it pre-match and doing it in the match. When the game's really kicked off, there's a different feeling to it. It's more relaxed. It's more relaxed in pre-match warm-up. You're not going to have the same intensity. So if you get that ball, just give them a couple passes, nice simple ones before they start pressing us, and just keep him sharp. Because what I don't want is his first touch of the ball to come 10 minutes into the game, 12 minutes into the game, and he's rusty, and then he does some Bandulu bullshit. So that's just how I'm thinking right now. That it wouldn't do us any harm to get him some touches early on, because he's not played in months. When was the last time we saw Mendy? Probably in January. Before Christmas? I don't even know. I can't remember the last time Mendy played. I really can't. Can't remember the last time he played. I can't remember the last time he played. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, he's not. He's not. No, bro. Nobody can. No one can replace him. It's like nobody can replace Hazard. It doesn't mean that you don't try. It doesn't mean that you don't bring in a successor. You know, this is just how the game is. But one thing I will say is Caicedo is playing at a much higher level at his age than where Kante was playing at his age. What age did Kante come to the Premier League? Was it 24, 25? Caicedo is 21. So as much as we're going to say, looking back, yes, Kante in his prime, Caicedo is nowhere near that right now. But there's a lot of things that Caicedo can do that Kante can't do. If we're talking about who do I trust in the first phase, picking up the ball in tight spaces, I'm probably trusting Caicedo more than Kante. So there are things that Caicedo can bring that are slightly different to Kante. And there's things that Kante that he did that nobody can do. But the point is that you need a successor. You need somebody to come in there and give your midfield a high level of quality. You can't just give up because what you had was legendary. You can't just give up and say, oh, we're never going to try and replace. Yeah, he does. Of course he does. Of course he does. Maybe not the World Cup, but apart from that. Today's prediction, I've gone with a Chelsea 2-1 win. Everyone peaks at different ages. It's true. It's very true. Everyone peaks at different ages. Yes. Would you renew his contract? Kante? Previously, I wouldn't have. But now we've sold Jorginho and we're selling Cover. We have to. We actually have to. Like, we can't sell Jorginho, Cover, and Kante all in the same year and keep Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, and like that. That's just insanity for me. That's nuts. That doesn't make any sense. That's backwards. So yeah, you kind of have to keep him. You have to keep him. You have to keep him for at least maybe one more year. Just so you're not completely overhauling the midfield at once. Because I think we need to have a little bit of, we just brought in Enzo and then we're going to bring in someone else. So we need to try and chill a little bit, I think. I think we need to chill a little bit. I don't want to see too many changes in the summer. I think it's going to be, the more changes we make in the summer, the more difficult next season will become, I think. I think the less changes, the better. The less players in and out. Well, loads of players out. The less players in, the better. Like, there's been a lot of complaints now from Silva and from Sterling and from all these players that there's too many players coming in. There's too much recruitment going on, too much signings. And I agree. So the best thing we could do is to probably listen to our Silvers and only bring in maximum 4 players. And don't go any higher than 4. I think even you could get away with 3. So for me, I think goalkeeper, centre midfielder and striker and lock it off, honestly. Lock it off. I don't even want to see a new winger. I'm not interested. I don't want a new winger. I'm not even too bothered about another 8 unless you're selling Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount. Goalkeeper is a must because those 2 goalkeepers are not starters. And striker is a must. And that's it. No, I'm not interested in the winger. Like, you can leave that. You can genuinely leave that. We've got Sterling, Mudryk, Madueke, and then promote one of the young players. I'm cool with that. If you think about it, like out wide, I think you can get away with a bit of youth and vibrance and kind of unpredictability. Like if that's the position that you're going to have a young player, I think that's a position you can get away with it. You know, I think that's a position where you can have a young player who's tricky and is explosive, and he might be a little bit raw, but I think that's why we brought in Poch to coach. You know, I think it's absolutely pointless to bring in a coach like Poch who develops young players and then to come and tell me that we need to just kit out the whole squad full of starters and have no young players. It doesn't make any sense. Poch is here for youth development. He develops youth players. He improves players. So give him players to improve. Don't go and now kit out the squad with a bunch of starters and fake Galacticos like Rafinha for them to come here on big wages, probably not even be liked in a year's time, have no resale value, and probably not give us what we're expecting from them regardless. So, you know, for me, look at all this. Look at all the heat Sterling is getting, and Sterling is way better player than Rafinha. And look at the heat he's getting. So for me, it's not worth it. I didn't include Felix in that because he's already here. But yeah, if he's the fourth, then fair enough. Even though for me, I'm not really keen on paying for him. I'm not gonna lie. And you know how much I like Felix, but I wouldn't pay 80 million for him. Like, I'd probably do it on a loan deal. I'd probably do it on a loan deal and try not to make that payment stupid as well. Try not to make that payment stupid. Right, we're not far from kickoff. Winger is, yeah, I think so too. We're not in Europe. We're not in Europe. We're only in, you know, people forget this. There's a January transfer window. If we're looking a bit light, you could top up with one player in January. Up until January, we have Premier League once a week and we have Carabao Cup. Now, in the early rounds, second and third, minimum, you're going to rest players, right? You're going to rest players. You're going to play young players. So you don't need first teamers for that. You're going to play the up and coming that you should be promoting, right? Fourth round, you might get a tricky draw. Then we can start talking about, you know, but what, these players can't play 2 games a week? Come on. There's no international tournament in the summer, and there's no World Cup in the winter. So for me, they should be fine for that. And then in January, if we're in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, and then the FA Cup starting, then you can maybe get one player in. But for me, I'm not trying to hear it, because like Carabao Cup and Premier League until Christmas, we don't need a big squad for that at all. If people are telling me you need a big squad for that, then you lost your marbles. There's no way. There's no way. I think we do. I think we do too. And I'll take a cup, any cup. I don't really mind. No, I'm not interested in Dybala at all. I'm not interested in Dybala. Let's see. What about? Yes. Well, the issue with him is that he needs to sign a new deal, and we have to actually create a pathway for him. The only way, I mean, listen, I don't even know if Frank giving him minutes off the bench is going to convince him, to be honest. Because I remember we did that with Lamptey. We gave him a bench appearance off the bench against Arsenal at the Emirates, and we won that game. Him and Jorginho came on. We turned it around to win 2-1. I don't know if the kid is going to buy it. I'm not going to lie. Even if we kind of give him a couple minutes at the end of the season, it's because he knows it's because we want him to sign a new contract. That doesn't mean he's going to actually be here next season, you know. So we need to. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But we also signed that kid from Benfica as well. I'm hoping he could be our Sane in the future. Who knows? So, all right. Let's get this up on screen. I think it's better next season to go in with a trim squad, without any toxicity around it, without any unhappy players, and then you give some young players a chance. And if they're not good enough, then that's you've learned that about them, and then you can replace them, or you can get rid. But I think if you go in with another bloated team, it's just pointless. You're just shooting yourself in the foot. And then that's why young players don't get opportunities. Say we keep Andre Santos, you know, we managed to get the work permit sorted out, and we've got a cup game, but we can't play him because we've signed a new number 8, and now he can't get any minutes, and then he becomes unhappy, or he needs to go out on loan, and everybody's gone from gassing up Andre Santos in under-20 tournaments in South America to saying that this guy's washed and he doesn't have a chance and doesn't have a place. And then the cycle just goes on and on and on. And Andre Santos leaves, and we bring in another young player, and everyone gets gassed, and then they don't get a chance. Then that one leaves, and we go again, and we keep going round and round and round and round. And the funny thing is, if you put any of these players at Brighton, they probably become 60, 70 million valuation, and then you're talking about your next Caicedo and McAllister that you want to sign right now. So that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, people. We are just a rotation wheel for not giving people an opportunity, and then buying other players that were given an opportunity. Like, what's the difference between Andre Santos and Caicedo, really, when you think about it? You don't know, because we've never seen Andre Santos. But the point is that Caicedo would never have made it here, because we never would have given him a chance in the first place. Caicedo was once Andre Santos, and we didn't give him. We wouldn't have given him a chance. So he would have been washed. You know. So we do need to stop doing that. I'm not gonna lie, because it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. I'm getting sick and tired of getting excited about these young players for someone to tell me that they're washed a year later, and for us to go and get the next one. You know, if I didn't support this team, sometimes I would actually think to myself, if I didn't support this team, I probably wouldn't like them, because the way that we move is very, very stupid. I can't lie. It's very, very stupid. If I didn't support this team, I probably wouldn't like us. I was thinking about that the other day, because just the way we move is just so stupid and so reckless. And it's so poor as well with the way that we treat these youngsters. It's not good. The fact that Carney is being talked about with a loan move away after we told him that we were going to give him chances in the summer, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's very disingenuous. And it's not even like we've given this guy a chance and he's failed. We just didn't give him any chances. We didn't give him any chances, and then what? We're just going to just get rid of him. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just foolishness. Pure foolishness. And you can bet your money, if Carney had stayed at Aston Villa, he would have got game time, and then we would have wanted him for 60 million. I'm telling you, we're actually idiots. Man United are kicking off against Wolves. Let me take a look. What game? What one are we on? Variety 3. Let's see. Maybe be in sport as well. Yeah. Let's take a look. All right. Big up everybody in the chat. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. Smash up the likes. There's a lot of interesting games today. You're correct. You're spot on. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Wolves traveling to Old Trafford. I think Man United should win that game. Big up. Look at Madrid. Yeah, look at Madrid. Look at Madrid. They gave Vinicius. I mean, listen, they signed him for a lot of money, but they actually gave Vinicius a chance. You know, they signed Camavinga for 30 million, a young player, and they gave him a chance. It's so funny when we compare ourselves, because would Camavinga have got an opportunity here if we signed him? Who knows? Maybe not, because we just probably would not have used him. Like, we forget these players. They didn't come from nowhere. Like, Real Madrid signed him from Rennes, and they actually had a plan to introduce him into the team and get him minutes, and then he started playing. He didn't sign as a Galactico. He didn't sign as like one of the best like players in the world. He signed because he had talent, and they actually used him. Same with Valverde. Same with Vinicius. Came straight from South America. We've signed players from South America. If we was to sign Victor Roque, would Victor Roque have the same trajectory as Vinicius? I don't know, because we probably wouldn't use him. or we probably would neglect him or misuse him. Rodrigo's the same thing. I don't even know how much they signed him for. I know La Liga's not as competitive, but you know, we're not competitive. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not competitive with what we're doing and the way that we move. We're not exactly competing. Like, if we're gonna do what we do, I expect us to win leagues. If we're gonna neglect talent and we're gonna sign everyone up, I expect us to be winning leagues, but we're not doing that. So that must mean we're doing something wrong. So we have to think. We have to think because you know we're not winning leagues. we're not competing. All right, let me get the timer up. Let's see. Let's see. There we are. Perfect. Get that up now. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that guy. The Russian attacking midfielder. I have no idea what happened. We were linked with him for so long, so many times, and he just disappeared off the face of the earth. I have no idea what's happened. No idea. Anyway, let's get this game up. There we are. All right, we're about to kick off. I'm going to leave my timer as it is because I'm going to be going through a few different streams to find the quickest one. So just bear with me. I've got one up now, but it's not the one I'm probably going to stick with because I'm sure I can find a faster one. So yeah, bear with me. I'm going to look for another one, but game's just kicked off. Timer's a bit out of sync just for now until I actually settle on a game. But yeah, Chelsea in possession at the moment. Yeah, so I've got two up now. Yeah, so this one's actually a lot closer. So yeah, we've got two screens going. Chelsea building up right now. Supersport or Supersport. If you go on Supersport now, it's just kicked off. They didn't do any build up and they didn't do any, like it didn't look like the game was on, but it's on 3. It's on channel 3 now. We need 2 midfielders signed if Cover leaves. I'll go through it. I'll go through it at the end of the season and really tally it up properly because I need to know if Gallagher and Loftus-Cheek are leaving really. All right. Let's see. All right. Chelsea in possession. Sterling just holding it up. Here's Felix. Felix is playing as a striker today, but he's going to be dropping deep in between the lines. My only concern with that is obviously then we need to get numbers in the box with Sterling and Madueke. Madueke seems to be a touchline winger, so he's not really one of those inside wingers that get into the box and give you a goal threat. He's more of a touchline winger from what I've seen so far. So it will be on Sterling a lot to be in the box today. And maybe Sterling and Felix will play more closer together like they did when they came on against Bournemouth. And then Madueke will just provide the width on the other side. Gallagher's obviously there as well to crash the box and get goals. So even Enzo, Cover, I don't know. I think Enzo and Cover will probably sit pretty deep in that midfield. You're watching with Japanese commentary. Listen, you'll take what you can get on a 3 o'clock in the UK. You'll take what you can get. It's the one time that no one will complain what type of stream they've got. I will never complain. 3 o'clock, give me anything. I don't give a damn. Smash up the likes. We're almost at 200. Yeah, when it comes to 3 o'clock, I don't give a damn. Three o'clock, you give me any version of the game, and I'm taking it. I'm not picky. Give me subtitles. Yeah, give it to me in Japanese. Give it to me in anything. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. We're starving. Nottingham Forest have got a corner. Hopefully Mendy can come out and collect this. And near post header. I'm going to change this timer now because it is out of sync. Come on, Chelsea. Yeah, I don't know. They've just let him. They let him get a run at the near post. Nobody wanted to deal with it. Timer. All right, it'll be in sync. It'll be in sync. Here's Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall, Sterling. Come on. There we go. It's in sync now. It's much better. Be interesting to see how Lewis Hall plays today. He could theoretically tuck in, and Chalobah could tuck in as a right-sided centre back in a 3. Lewis Hall could double up in midfield. And what I said in my preview is listen, it has to be coached. It's not as easy as just saying it, but if we were to tuck in Lewis Hall alongside Cover, and that's kind of like your first phase build-up play midfield in front of that back 3, it allows you to push Enzo a bit higher up, and Enzo then can focus on playing the final passes right on the edge of the 6-yard box, and allow him to take shots from outside the box, and allow Enzo to actually contribute in the attacking side of the game, because he's very good at those things. Because I don't really know Lewis Hall, what his crossing ability is like from the touchline and all that. So I don't know if he's really a overlapping left back like that, because he's a midfielder by nature. So I don't know if it might make more sense to tuck him in, but let's see. Because we know Nottingham Forest is going to sit in a deep block, and they're going to be right on the edge of the penalty area trying to get a point. So we need to have somebody with that cutting edge pass, and that's not something that I'm looking for from Gallagher. So I want Enzo to be a bit higher up there. And to be honest, as we look at possession right now, Enzo is maybe playing with floating a bit higher up. Maybe. I'm just keeping an eye on him now. I can see Lewis Hall is definitely not playing like Zinchenko today. He seems to be out wide there. Let's just keep an eye on it. But yeah, I just think it's a bit of a waste to have Enzo so deep in a game like this, because it's not like Enzo's going to be finding balls over the top. There's no space in behind that defensive line. They're going to be so deep. There's not, if it's a counter-attacking team, if we're away from home and there's space in behind, then you can get away with playing Enzo deeper and finding those balls over the top. But there's nothing in behind to hit. Villa are 1-0 up. Good. Lovely. We love to see it. They need to win that game. They need to win that game. And I'm thinking, who is better in the final third? Is it Lewis Hall or is it Enzo? And it's going to be Enzo every single time. So the trade-off makes sense. And who's better defensively, Enzo or Lewis Hall? Like, it's probably not much in it. It's probably not much in it. Lewis Hall's going to take this free kick. Ramsey, yeah. Ball in. Headed away. Jacob Ramsey with the goal. Wonderful stuff. 8 minutes gone. Cleared away. Come on, guys. Come on. I mean, this is, you know, this game represents the best chance we have to get a win before the end of the season. Another win. Because after this game, it's long. The watch-alongs are going to be very long for us. So this is like our last night out. Play it. Go on. Oh, it's a bit short. Enzo, yes. Trevor. Madueke, Trevor again. Come on, man. Nottingham Forest back in possession. Playing out wide. Chile getting back. They're just bopping it now. Coming in back into our half. Off the ball. Go on, Gallagher. Fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Who's on the bench? Loftus-Cheek. I think he's leaving, you know, for once. I'm actually confident Loftus-Cheek is probably actually going to leave because of the whole Gusto signing. Because Loftus-Cheek's kind of been getting away with the fact that we didn't bring in a right back for James, and Aspilicueta is not quite the guy, so he'd sometimes fill in on right wing back. Now with Poch playing a 4, I think Loftus-Cheek is finally going to be sold. I really do. Here's Gallagher. I think he's finally going to be sold. He's not really getting many minutes. Man said, come on, Chelsea. I'm an Everton fan. The relegation scrap needs us to be on point today. They need us to take points off Forest. Come on. Chalobah. Madueke. Good. Oh, fucking hell. What's happened there? Oh, God. Jesus. If we play our cards right, we can get a little 30, 40 mil. We could. Sterling back to Badiashile. I think he probably could have passed it out to Lewis Hall. There's no need for that whatsoever. No need for that from Badiashile. Just take a touch and pass it out to Lewis Hall, man. No need. Come on, man. 12 minutes gone. Here they come, left side. Ball into the box. Header. Oh, oh my God. Oh, is this really a goal? They're not even celebrating it. Is this a joke? They're not even celebrating. Oh, now they're celebrating. Bruv, their players are not even celebrating. Why are they just walking off like this is normal? Our stadium has no respect on it. Our stadium has no respect on his head. These men are scoring a goal and they're just walking off like as if this is some sort of joke. Like this is something to fuck around with. Ball into the box. Mendy. Oh my, what the fuck? Bruv, we're playing Mendy to come and collect. And my guy is so rusty. Look at that. Oh my God, you would have thought he was Kepa. Oh my days. His market value has just flown through the floorboards. What was that? What's he doing? What are we really doing with our lives? What are we really doing with our lives? Somebody said on Big Six I was fucking around when I said 2-2. This is not happening. This is not happening. This can't be happening. The ball comes into the box. This is like, forget championship. This is League One football. League One football. The ball comes into the box. It's a floating cross. They've got one target man. Yes, he's a bit of a bully, but handle it. We got 3 defenders, I believe, and a goalkeeper, and we still managed to concede. We got 3 centre backs in Silva, Chalobah, Baddy like 6'9", and a goalkeeper who's like 6'8", and we still managed to concede. That was League One level football. I'm telling you right now, League One. That football is the type of football that you see at 1 a.m. on BBC. Remember when they used to run that show, the Football League show? That's the type of goal I just watched. I just watched the Football League show at 1:30 a.m. in the morning. Forget match of the day. That was the Football League show. Absolutely horrendous. It's just a floating ball. It's just a floating ball. And one of you in the box have hands. One of you have hands. I'm trying to understand how Mendy is not coming collecting that and how them defenders are not getting a hold of that. That's the same number 9, I'm pretty sure, that I cussed out, who played against Manchester United at the City ground, and he was absolutely awful. I think that's the same guy. And Thabz was defending him because he's Nigerian. That's the same guy that was playing up front against Man United at the City ground, and he was horrendous. He was so bad. He's the reason they didn't get Nottingham out of the game. Wow. And I was saying, Mendy might be a bit rusty, so we have to be careful about him ball playing. Ball playing? Brother can't even catch. Oh my God. Ball playing? I know Kepa would have probably not got there either, but Lord Jesus. Lord heavens. At least with Kepa, I would have expected a madness. We are finished. We haven't even had a shot on goal. I'm not on target anyway. I don't think we've had a shot on goal. Excuse my manners. Excuse me. I don't think we've had a shot on goal. If we lose this game as well, we are even worse than I thought. I'm not gonna lie, because even I don't think we're gonna lose this game. Like I said on Big Six, a draw, just to get the blood pumping. Do you know what I mean? But to lose this game, I mean, wow, that would be something very special. That would be something very special indeed. And these Arsenal fans are asking us to beat Man City, Here they come, left-hand side. Oh, it's actually comical. So comical, man. Comical. Here's Enzo on the ball. Can't believe this team, man. We're at home. We got Man United. Sterling. Oh, my heavens. This guy. Raheem the Dream. No. Raheem the Nightmare. What are you doing? How is he shanking that? What are we doing here? What are we really doing? What the fuck was that? Chalobah. Lewis Hall. Lewis, set yourself. Oh, this guy, he can't strike a ball. I keep saying it. Oh my God. Oh, we're so unserious, man. Chunks is a better shooter than these guys. I'm fully convinced. I've seen a couple strikes now from him, and he strikes the ball cleanly. I can't lie. He can shoot better than most of our attackers. He can. Lewis Hall just does not catch that shot at all, man. Doesn't catch the shot. I'm telling you, Chunks can shoot better than these guys. I'm telling you. The way he wraps his foot around it, I'm telling you. He's 100% bagging over these guys. 100% bagging. Definitely bagging, man. These guys are actually on foolishness. We need to look at the content creators, bro, and see if we can get a couple guys signed up, because even PK, like PK, if PK got the ball in that position, what Sterling just had, he's going around the goalkeeper. I'm sure of it. He's going around the goalkeeper and he's sliding it in for a tapping. I don't know why these guys look like they're not footballers when they come and put on our shirt. This man just hit the ball like as if he was playing on concrete. I'm telling you, that Bournemouth win was a fluke. It was a flash in the pan. I'm telling you, it was unexpected. People think I was being sarcastic in a way, but in the same time, I'm not. Like, when I'm saying that, listen, we were the underdogs. We weren't expected to win. It was a flash in the pan. It was a nice day out. It's a good win. Like, yeah, it's a bit of sarcasm, but it's also true. We weren't favourites. It is a flash in the pan because it's one win out of the last 5. And now we're losing again. It was a nice day out. It was a nice day out. Bournemouth maybe weren't quite at it. Bournemouth, maybe resting on their laurels, underestimated us. That's what it was. Theo Baker after the hip injury. Oh my God. Come on, man. Chelsea in possession. Yes, Felix turn. Let's go. Good. Nutmeg into Gallagher. Out to Madueke. Cover. Gallagher. Fuck's sake. Lewis Hall. Oh, fuck me, man. Oh, Lewis. Here Nottingham Forest come on the counter. I think that's Gibbs White over the top. Oh my God, here they come. Oh my God, here they come. Oh, Jesus. Out for a corner. Oh my days. We are struggling. And this is why picking a team is not the only thing you must do as a manager, It's not the only thing you must do. You can pick a nice team and it looks good, but you still have to coach. You still have to coach. Don't forget that part, guys. Picking a team is only half of it. And this is where me and you, this is where we end. This is where our capabilities end. We can all pick a team that looks good, and maybe we can all pick a team that even takes care of some of the opposition threats and their strengths and have a plan. But you got to coach it. And this is what separates everybody else from top managers and managers in general. And this is why even when we put out a team that looks good on paper, we're still shit. I mean, look, we're still awful. We're probably going to go down by a second in a minute. Yeah, not half. It's not the half of it, but you get me. It's a saying. You're right. It's probably about 10. It's about 10% of it, mate. Facts. It's about 10% of it. Picking a team. That's the first step. Here's Gibbs White with the corner. Ball comes into the box. Gibbs White. Ball in. We are a walking 2-0. We are walking 2-0 right now. Yeah, you know what? Like the way covers unfortunately been dropping off. Like I'm not actually going to be as like you'll notice. Like I used to be like, yo, cover needs way more respect, and I still rate cover, but the way cover just does not seem too bothered to be here at all. Like I'm not really like if cover leaves as much as I rate him when he's at his best. He hasn't been at his best all season. I'm not really going to be bothered. We just keep it moving. Not gonna lie, just get some good money for him. His contract's running out. We move. I've seen better midfielders. He's a nice midfielder. I think he's at his best. He's a very, very, very good midfielder. But he can even be a top midfielder. But he doesn't impact both boxes. So I'll get over it. Clearly doesn't want to be here. So yeah, anybody that wants to leave, bro, they can leave. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in the business of trying to convince anybody to stay that doesn't want to be here. Like, just get rid of everybody that wants to go. It's fine. We'll start fresh. It's not a problem. There's loads of good midfielders out there. I think the midfield market and how many good midfielders are out there is one of the reasons why I'm not really too bothered about cover anymore. There's just so many good midfielders out there. The midfield market is so strong. I'm not really bothered. I'm not really bothered. I'm not a GA merchant. I said impact both boxes. I didn't say GA. I said impact both boxes. Either you're getting goals and assists, or you're sitting as a midfielder and you're anchoring, but he can't anchor. So he's like a in between player. He's not someone you can place in front of the defense, and he's not someone you want getting into the final third. But he's press resistant and he's very, very good dribbler and ball carrier. Madueke, and he's not a great passer as well. He's not a great passer. That's my biggest problem. Here's Sterling. Yeah. Badiashile out wide. Can't believe this. How many times are we going to be losing? Ball in, headed away. Why are we spamming high crosses into the box? Great question. We have nobody in there with any aerial threat. Sterling and Felix are probably two of the smallest attackers you'll find. But yet we're putting in crosses. Oh, God. Madueke. Gallagher. Clipped in, headed away. Enzo. Gallagher. Madueke. No. Oh, fucking hell. We're back to suffering again, guys. We had our nice weekend last weekend. We had 3 goals. It was sunny outside. And it didn't really feel real. We're back to normality again. We are back to normality, guys. Back to suffering. We're back to suffering. So it begins. That's what Eunice said. So it begins. Yeah, Navas is in goal. Yeah. Nottingham Forest have a better goalkeeper than us. Here's a cover. Now Lewis Hall. Badia Shill. Nottingham Forest have a better goalkeeper than us. That's mad. Felix. Oh, free kick. But this is why I want Enzo higher up and Lewis Hall to tuck in, because we're going up against a low block. And I feel like Enzo would be one of the key players to help us unlock the door today and put together some pinpoint accurate balls into Felix, into Sterling, into Madueke in dangerous areas. But he's the best passer in the team, and he's the one that's really deep, furthest away from the attackers, whilst Lewis Hall is overlapping on the left-hand side and Gallagher's up there as well. Like, I just don't understand. Our best passer and the best long-range shooter and the guy that can unlock the door, and the closest thing we have to a creative midfielder, and he is a creative midfielder, is Enzo Fernandez, and he's the one that's really, really deep and not going to get anywhere near the goal. That's why I would prefer to just tuck in Lewis, because he's no use to us overlapping like that. He's not a left back, and he's definitely not a winger. So he's not a left. He's not a wide player. He's a central player. Like, you look at things that other teams do, like Brighton. Why can't we bring Nottingham Forest out of their shape a little bit and ask them to come and press us and play through them? Why can't we do that? Why can't we put together a box of Hall, Cover, Badiashile and Silva and play through them and then open them up? Why can't we do that? Why? Why can't we do that? Two left footers, two right footers. Why can't we do that? Enzo, here's Chalaba, Madueke. Lewis Hall, come on. Good cross. Brilliant cross. Jow. Oh, what a cross. That's a brilliant cross. That's, unfortunately, it's not Drogba on the end of it. Yeah, he's a bit far out. He's a bit far out. Yeah. John says, wow. I'm not sure what he's wowing about. You hate watching this team. Oh. God grief. Here's Lewis Hall. Badiashile. Cover. Enzo. Here's Trevor. Chalaba. Gallagher. Madueke. Oh my God. Oh. This is painful, man. I miss having top managers, man. You know when you could look to the dugout, or it would pan to the dugout, and you were like, do you know what? Yeah, we'll get this sorted. Like we might not be winning, but manager on the bench got this. He's got this, no problem. He's gonna have this sorted in a minute. You just look on the bench, you just see Lampard, you think to yourself, brother, Father Lord, we have no chance. No chance whatsoever. No chance. You just know that his understanding of the game from a coaching standpoint and a tactical standpoint is of nowhere near the level required to have any level of confidence that he's going to spin this game to a 2-1. It just doesn't exist. Does not exist. Can't look at him and have that confidence. It just does not exist. Less than you can believe. Exactly. It's less than you can believe. There's just no way. Here's Chalobah. Bear in mind, this is one of the worst teams in the league, if not the worst team in the league away from home, is Forest. I'd actually love to take a look at their away record, you know. I want to know. Away table. Let's take a look. Who is bottom of the away table this season? So, you'll be pleased to hear, you'll be ecstatic to hear, guys, that Nottingham Forest are bottom of the away table on 6 points. 1 win, 3 draws. Leeds on 9 points, Wolves on 11. That's the bottom 3. So, yeah. They have 6 points away from home this season. And they're about to get 9 if we're not careful. Nottingham Forest, worst away team in the league. Here's Madueke, Gallagher. And they're coming to Stamford Bridge. Oh, now there's a bit of a hustle and bustle going on. Felix trying to get violent. It's funny because Felix didn't even kick the ball at the guy that's complaining. Felix actually smashed the ball at Gallagher. If you watch it again, Gallagher's control, Felix smashes the ball into Gallagher. And this idiot goes down holding his face. How is he going down holding his face when the ball didn't hit him in the face? And the referee's right there, so he can see that the ball didn't hit him in the face. So I don't know what he's doing. I really don't know what he's doing at all. The ball did not hit you in the face. So why are you on the floor crying like a little baby, bro? It don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. That must be a yellow. "39 minutes gone. Badiashile, Silva, Trevor, it's going to be a long day. I'm gonna have to go to the gym today, bro. Let this frustration out because these lot are pissing me off. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. Super Frank, super Frank, super Frankie Lampard. Here's Nottingham Forest. Appreciate super chat, Ash. I'm not a hater. I don't hold agendas, but already seeing at least 5 attacks ruined by Gallagher. What do managers see in this guy, bruv? You're not a hater. You're not lying. You're just speaking your truth, bruv, and you're not wrong. I've said it. He's not really good enough to play for us. Bless his heart. He's a great guy. I mean, he loves the club and whatnot, but that's about it. You know what I mean? But today he had to play. So today they had to play him. I don't, here's what it is. Today they had to play him. These guys keep going back to Stamford Bridge. How's it going? I ain't watching. It's not going very well, actually. It's not going very well. We're playing like crap. The fans in the stadium are discussing amongst themselves what the hell is going on. Cover's down injured. Don't know if he's going to continue. Oh, God. Is he coming off? I think he is. Yeah, that's it. Cover's coming off, going down the tunnel. So who's come on for him? Kante's not on the bench, so it must be Loftus-Cheek coming on then. Must be Loftus-Cheek coming on, guys. There's nobody else. There's nobody else to come on. They're playing out wide. Save your energy for next weekend, London Brothers. London Brothers. This guy's trying to sweeten us up for a Man City game that we're going to lose. And get absolutely battered in, by the way. Here's Enzo. Playing out wide to Felix. Lewis Hall. Felix again. Enzo. Out wide. Here's Badiashile. Loftus-Cheek is coming on yet. Here's Gallagher. Enzo. Gallagher. Back to Enzo. Switches it out to Lewis Hall. That is show. We are now 12th. To be fair, we were 12th before, innit? So we were 12th last weekend before we won. So we're just going back to where we came from. That's fine. Just going back to where we came from, man. 3 games left. That's all I have left. 3 games left of watching this shit. And then I can move on with my life. Yeah, Zakaria needs to go back to Juventus. 100%. I'm not keeping him. Injury prone as hell. On comes Loftus-Cheek. This team, man. I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Save the juju for City. We Arsenal are your brothers, bruv. We are not your brothers, all right? We are not your brothers, and we will not be helping you out. We will not be doing anything for you. I promise you, when we go to the Etihad, we're going to concede minimum 4 goals. Minimum. When we go to the Etihad, we're conceding minimum 4. Minimum. And that's if Man City take it easy on us. Yeah? We can't defend, we can't attack, we can't play football. We are finished this season. Absolutely finished. Leo said for your own mental health, bro, just go on holiday. Listen, part of me wants to, but I've got to cover every game, bro. It's just ritual. I wouldn't feel right in myself if I didn't cover every game, you know. No matter how bad we are, I feel like it's my duty to be here no matter what. You know, I can't be out here watching other people's games and not watching every single one of mine. I'm here no matter what. And I mean that, you know. So I'm gonna be here no matter what. I'll be here when we lose 12-0 at the Etihad. I'll be here when we have a stink fest at Old Trafford and lose that 1-0. I'll be here when we play Newcastle at home on the last home game in the season and lose that as well. I'll be here. I will be here. Consistency is key, you know. Can't be slacking now that we hit the 50K. We got to be consistent. We have to be dependable. You need to know every time that Chelsea are playing that no matter how shit we're playing, I will always be here on this channel and I'll always be here on this app waiting for you, okay? No matter how bad it gets, I will always be here to watch this shit with you, no matter what. No matter what. All right? Whether I want to be here or not is another question. Half time. Oh, Jesus. How do we dissect that first half? How do we dissect that? How? What do I even have to say to that? Seriously. The goal is so embarrassing to concede. It's beyond belief. The goal is so embarrassing. If you would have told me one way that we won't concede today, I would have said from a position like that. With the goalkeeper that we have in goal, and with the defenders that we have on the pitch, the 3 6-foot plus centre backs that we have, I would have said, you know what? We're not going to concede a goal like that. We might concede a goal another way, but we're not going to concede a goal like that against the one striker that they have versus our 3 centre backs and goalkeeper that comes out. No way. Oh. All right. Okay. Everybody just take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. Take a moment to think about everything, what's happened. Let's go through the statistics. Let's go through the statistics, guys. Because I want context. So 73% possession today. We've had 73%. We've had 5 shots, 1 on target, 1 big chance missed, 1 big chance created, no corners, a couple block shots. Most of our players going down the right-hand side, which is quite clear to see. Madueke, most of the players going down the right-hand side. I don't think Madueke's been very good today. I don't think Sterling's been very good today. I don't think anybody's been very good today, to be honest. I think it's been across the board really, really poor. We're just not very good. We're not very good. And I don't think the lineup's that bad, but I don't like the way it's been deployed. Like I said before the game, I would have preferred Lewis Hall to tuck in and to push Enzo higher up the pitch, because I just feel like Enzo is being wasted. Against a team like Nottingham Forest, at home, low block, Enzo Fernandez is the only chance we have. Let's be honest. He's the only chance we have of actually doing something or of actually unlocking their defence. And we have him so far back, playing 5-yard passes with the centre-backs. What's the point? Get somebody else to do that. Get somebody else to do that. You know, I want to see Enzo high up the pitch as an advanced midfielder, in between the lines, popping off shots and playing final passes. And that's that. That's as simple as it gets. Sterling, a lot of people never wanted him to start. Rightly so, understandably so. He's been poor. Mudryk could easily come and play on that left-hand side, regardless of how good or not good he is. In his performance last week, he at least could have got a run of games. It's not a waste of time by playing him. I'm not blaming Lampard for Mendy's mistake. No, Mendy just needs to be better. I think, you know, I'm blaming Lampard for, once again, just the way this team is coached. They're just not very good. They don't have a clear plan of how they want to go forward. It's quite obvious. But in terms of the goal conceded, is horrendous, and it's not good enough. It's not good enough. We should not be conceding that type of goal at all. We should not be conceding that type of goal. Let's see. Sterling will not be a starter next season, says Terry. Pulisic and Mudryk, please keep Madueke on. Enzo, World Cup hype merchant. There's a reason why Mendy doesn't play. Mendy's rough. You know, he's rough. He's rough. I expected Mendy to be rough around the edges in his ball playing ability, but Mendy and Kepa are not. They're not poles apart in terms of the quality that they have as a goalkeeper, as goalkeepers. They're not. Maybe Mendy's a bit rusty, maybe, but it doesn't excuse making a mistake like that. I don't really, you know, even if you're rusty, you still shouldn't be making a mistake like that. To be honest, you still shouldn't be making a mistake like that. We need a, yes, if you're going to put the ball into the box, constantly put crosses into the box, then you probably need a striker up there. I don't really know why we would be trying to play crosses when we don't have a striker. Of course, Felix has got a header, but listen, he's not a target man. I always expected Felix to play out front and drift in between the lines. My biggest issue and worry was going to be who was going to be in the box, because we have Sterling and Madueke is a touchline winger. And Sterling's been pretty poor. So who was going to be in the box and who was going to get on the end of any opportunities that we create? You could throw Datro Fofana if you want in there. I think he's basically going into a sinking ship, if I'm completely honest. I don't really know what I'd expect from him in this situation, especially when he hasn't played in so long. I can't remember the last time Datro Fofana played a game for us. So again, I think you're kind of just throwing him to the wolves and asking him to work miracles with this team, coming into this dysfunctional team. But you could throw him on if you really want to. You could. I told you guys If you need something from us, you're not going to get it. If you need us to beat Man United, it's not going to happen. If you need us to beat Newcastle, it's not going to happen. If you need us to beat Man City, it's not going to happen. Don't ask us to do nothing because we're not doing anything for you lot. We can't even do anything for ourselves. We can't even do anything for Everton, Leicester, and Leeds. Right? We can't even do anything for them. They need us to win this game because Nottingham Forest are with them in a relegation fight and we're losing. We are losing to the team that before this game started had the worst away record in the league. They are bottom and they will still be bottom on goal difference with 1 win out of 17 away games and 3 draws and 13 defeats. 41 goals conceded away from home. And we're losing to them. That's what we're doing. Chelsea are the... Jesus Christ. Chelsea, if you want to know the home record, Chelsea are 15th in the league for home form this season. 15th. We're behind Wolves. We're behind Fulham. We're behind Nottingham Forest, West Ham, and Crystal Palace in our home form. We are 15th at Stamford Bridge. 6 wins, 5 draws, 6 defeats in 17 games. Our away record is better than our home record. So, there you have it. I don't understand why the bridge isn't empty either. Cover's off. He come off injured. And I'm not really too bothered he come off because he's clearly not, his head's not with us. His head is not with us at all. Head is not with us. End the season and get the clear out started. I think if everybody right now could end the season after we hit the 40 points last week, if everybody could end the season, they would end it right now. And I would also end it right now. I would happily end the season right now if we could. Yeah, we're just donating points. We're donating points. Let me take a look at the Premier League table as it stands. We will be 12th on 42 points, behind Crystal Palace and ahead of Wolves. I think after the win against Bournemouth, probably the lowest we can finish now is probably about 14th. But yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to watch a game knowing that this doesn't really, you're not going to get relegated, so it's okay. Unbelievable. Feels good, man. Feels good. The standards are gone. What did Eunice say? What's Eunice said? Let me take a look. We've got imposters as players, an imposter as a manager, and imposters as owners. Imposter FC. Oh. Lampard needs to terminate his coaching licenses effective immediately. God, grief, guys. I don't know what to say. Honestly, I really don't. I don't know what to say. I've never seen my team perform like this before in my life. Genuinely, I've never seen us this shit before in my life. So I'm at loss for words. Lampard, 155 IQ is sus. I've never seen my team perform like this in my life. Honestly, never. So I'm in uncharted territory right now with this team. Uncharted territory. This is what it feels like to be an Everton fan or a Leeds fan or a Leicester fan or a Southampton fan. This calendar year is how it feels to be supporting one of them teams. It's uncharted territory. I've never experienced it. Even teams in the championship that are one of the top 10 teams will be having more fun than us because at least they're winning games. So this is unparalleled. This is unparalleled. Going back to where we came from, your most poignant quote ever. This is real Chelsea. No Russian sports wash. Mid-table club with occasional cup run. Who do you support? I think you support Arsenal. Big up. We just watched this perform that a few days ago. No, I'm just talking about in general. I just mean like in general the season. I've never seen anything like it. I'm just wrapping up the season as a whole. I've never seen anything like it. Absolutely astonishing. It's astonishing. You know, rival fans must have thought to themselves, once again, foolishly thought to themselves, we don't need to really look at that Chelsea game. Come on, man. They're at home to Nottingham Forest. Surely they're going to pick up a win there. We don't really need to mock on that one. Let's see Tottenham go 1-0 down. Bang, Tottenham, banter, in we go. And then we follow suit and people are shocked. They can't believe it. They cannot believe it. Southampton could get relegated. Southampton are relegated. And you know, them teams down there should count themselves lucky that we're not playing more of them, because, you know, Leeds should be lucky that we're not playing Everton, and Leicester should be lucky that we're not playing Everton, because if we were playing these guys again, that's another 3 points for these lot. But Southampton are done. They're on 25 points, 7 points off safety. The game played more as it stands, 0-0. They're done. Against Fulham at home, they're done. They're done. Second half's about to kick off. Second half's about to kick off. Unfortunately, the second half's about to kick off. This is a nightmare, honestly. This is actually a nightmare. And again, just end the game so I can do the review and enjoy the rest of my Saturday. Second half's kicked off. Another 45 minutes of watching this team struggle to score. Yeah, it's true. I've already gone through the facts and the figures. These guys really think that we were this bad before Roman. You need to go back. You should actually go back and educate yourself. Just like not in a rude way. Just you'll find it very interesting to find out we weren't this bad. So then you can laugh about how bad we actually are when you have the full context of the situation. Actually educate yourselves and go and look at the Premier League tables before Roman came in, and go and look at the players that we had, and go and look at the trophies we won. Go and look at it, and then you'll be able to run even better banter, because you'll be able to say that this is the worst team since the mid-90s. And then you'll be more accurate. It's way beyond Roman. We shouldn't even be talking about Roman. This is not Roman. Way before that. And they must have never heard of Ruud Gullit and Zola. Yeah. And Di Matteo and Desai and all these guys. Listen, go further back. You need to go further back. Further back. You're doing us a favor by saying the Roman era. That's what you don't understand. You're giving us a compliment. You're acting like as if we were this bad in the early 2000s. No, we wasn't. No, we wasn't. You need to, if you really want to mud us, you need to mud us properly. And you need to go back even further and start bringing up real old names. You man haven't been bad since this guy played. And that's what you need to do. You need to take it up to the next level. Because if you're going to slander us, I'm going to tell you how to slander us properly. Don't slander us incorrectly. Make sure you slander us to the full capacity. All right? If you're a rival fan and you're going to slander us, I want to see real slander, proper slander, not this lazy slander. Lazy slander. Take time with your slander, yeah? You need to take time with your slander. You need to really work on your slander and make it the best slander you can make it. Because I'm here for it. But it's not good, what you're saying. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. We almost conceded, yeah. 2v2 on a counter-attack. I don't care if we concede, to be honest. I really don't care. I've got past the point of caring. I really don't care anymore. I just want the game to end. I'm not asked. We're trying to do a 007 again. We don't have enough games. We don't have enough games to do 007. So, which is a shame because that would have been another great skip. Nearly conceded again from a set piece. We are inches away from being 2-0 down. So close. It's not even funny. Corner comes in. Right across the face of goal. Anybody gets a touch on that. 2-0. Hit him on the wrong part of the leg. What's happening to this club? Sterling's such a mid-baller. Pep made this guy good, says Kingsley. Ball's going to come into the box. Headed away. Here's Sterling. Tackled. Here's Delino. Intercepted. Badiashile. Here's Lewis Hall. Loftus-Cheek. Enzo. Here's Trevor Chalobah. Madueke. Chalobah. Ball across. Shot. 1-1. Yay. We've scored. 1-1. Expected thumbs ups. Well done, guys. You've equalised against Nottingham Forest. Great goal. Lovely. Can we go home now? Deflected into the roof of the net. Great. Wonderful. I don't fake reactions. I really don't. Like, I don't fake reactions. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. These lot have pissed me off to the next level now. I'm just not asked. Just hurry up and move on with the game, man. Just move on with the game. Move on with the game. Please, just move on with the game, man. Because we've equalized, but that doesn't mean that it's over. Who knows? They might wake up now, Nottingham Forest. You just never know. They might wake up. Oh, God. They might wake up now. They've been complacent. They let us back into the game. Silly goose. Here comes the ball in from Gibbs White. Header. Jesus. The chances that they're getting. Wow. Wow. The chances that they're getting and they're missing is ridiculous. Delino there with a massive opportunity to put them back in front. Their shooting has been wayward. Here's Madueke out to Badiashile. Enzo. Here's Silva. Enzo switching the play. Lewis Hall. Enzo again. Gallagher. Here's Trevor. Madueke. And cleared. Yeah, Chalobah's had a decent game. I need to see that goal back because everybody has to hold corner for that. I can't lie. Unless he was nowhere near involved in the situation, which he might not have been. It might have just been Silva, Badiashile and Mendy. But yeah, that was a disgrace. Ball comes into the box. Lewis Hall, back post. Headed wide. João Felix again. Seems to be our target man today. Going up for all the headers. João Felix is our new Drogba. This is crazy. Why they're always aiming for João Felix in the air? Lamps re-signing after that goal, says John. Oh, please, brother. Don't do this to me, man. Don't do this to me. I don't deserve this, man. Yeah, Chalobah has been solid from what I've seen on the ball. It's been solid. But I've always thought Chalobah was a solid player for us. I didn't understand the levels of hate he got. He at times 1v1 could get a bit twist up, but yeah, he's always been a solid player for us. Badia Shill. Here's Sterling. Oh my God, Sterling. Look, brother, before you do that. You're not looking. Gallagher, shot from distance, saved. Ah. What was your prediction on Chelsea at the start of the season? To make top 4, especially with Thomas Tuchel in charge and some instant impact signings. I expected them all to do pretty well, apart from Aubameyang. So I thought we would get top 4, but boy, was I wrong, eh? Huh? Boy, was I wrong. It appears we got that one horribly wrong. Top 4. We ain't getting top 4. Man thought we would get top 4. I thought we'd get 4 for, 4 for third. One of them 2 positions. I thought we'd at least scrape 4th, like we usually do. But no, this time we really got slapped up. Here's Badia Shill. But it was kind of deserved. I'm not gonna lie. I can't sit here and say to you that we don't deserve what's happening to us. Nice shot from Felix over the bar. It was a nice shot. Had a nice little whip on it. Yeah, I can't tell you that we don't deserve this. I can't tell you that. $57 minutes. Play it. Oh, they've lost it. Loftus Cheek powering forward. Here's Sterling. Sterling cuts inside. Sterling takes a shot. Oh, it's actually a wonderful goal. It's a wonderful goal from Sterling. What a finish. What a finish. Wow. Wow. This guy, second half, actually woke up. He's woken up second half. Damn. Sterling. And I know there's a lot of people that are deleting tweets right now on that guy. There's a lot of people that are deleting tweets on Sterling right now. This is what we bought Raheem for, to do stuff like that. Just hasn't done it this season at all. But that was a great finish. That's what I expect from Sterling. That's what I expect from him this next season. I expect him to start doing that way more often. That's what I expect from Sterling. Next season under Poch, I want to see that one every couple of games, one every 2. Like, I'm trying to see this guy fix up seriously. Because, if you've got the ability to do that, then why aren't you doing it? You know what I mean? We need to see it. That's better. That's good. Great turnaround, to be fair. Good comeback. First 15 minutes of the second half. Must have sent a rocket up their ass. I don't know what he said to them. It's a good finish. Let's try and get a third. Here's Madueke. Play it out to Gallagher. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it. Oh, Madueke, man. That's selfish. Selfish, man. Gallagher's right there. You could have easily just laid that off to him and he would have got a first-time shot off. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not happy with Madueke, man. Pass the ball. Lamps re-signing. Oh, we already read that one. Sterling scored a winner next week versus City. Do Arsenal a favour? It's written in the stars. He just scored again there. And Kingsley says, sorry, Raheem was not familiar with your game. Familiar with your game. No, everybody should be familiar with Sterling. He's been here for over a decade in this league. That's why everybody should be so annoyed, is that he's been massive, massive, massive flop so far in terms of what we expected. But as I keep saying, I don't think he's gone. I think there's a player in there. Just need to get the right manager in, put together a competent system, and I think he'll be good. He's not gonna be worth 300k. Overpay him on wages massively, but he'll be useful. He'll be useful. Definitely be useful next season. And you got them two young wingers. You need some experience. Long throw into the box, headed, looped back in. You idiots! You absolute buffoons! You buffoons! 2-2, and you've let this guy score 2 goals. This guy here, 2 goals on our head top. Oh my day! Oh my heavens! Airily, we are getting absolutely shanked. We are getting shanked airily. Sliced, diced, fried, flipped. We are getting dunked on airily. Long throw into the box like this is Tony Pulis, Britannia rules the waves. You idiots. How many times are you going to fail to clear your lines? Nobody's marking him. How is nobody marking the number 9 striker, the only striker that they have on this pitch, and nobody's marking him? How? What are you guys actually marking? Who are you marking? Is he offside? He better be. Is he offside? Oh, Jesus Christ. He better be offside. These guys are crazy. Goal given. Cool. I don't care anyway. Cool. Give them the goal. Who cares? This is the vibes I signed up for. We have goals. We have entertainment. We have a lot of fun. This is what I signed up for. Is vibes, Lampard. At last, we have vibes. This is what I want. I want goals. I want entertainment, back and forth, lovely stuff. That's what we need. Do you know what? This Nigerian's dunking on us, so I'm calling my own Nigerian now. I'm calling my own Nigerian. I've had enough. You better pick up. Pick up! Brother! Oh, he hit. Bro, he picked up! Bro. This guy picked up and I hung up on him. Yo. Just as he picked up, I hung up. Brother. Oh my days. Oh my days. What in the tomfoolery is going on? I'm not even prank calling him. He probably...
Sammy, I did it. Can't take your call.
Oh, you donkey. You donkey. It wasn't him picking up. It was going to voicemail. Headed away. You picked up by accident. Oh my God. 64 minutes gone. Are we going to concede? At least we're getting a good game. Getting vibes. We can't have nothing nice, you know. As soon as we take the lead, we concede. Gibbs White, ball in, headed away. I don't trust us now. Set pieces, I don't trust us at all. Do not trust us. Jesus. What a relegation scrap this is. Luckily, we're safe already, but we're still playing like a team that are down there. Here's Enzo. Silva. Enzo is going to switch to play. Here's Ruben. Sterling. Yeah. What's going on in the other games? Leeds 2, Newcastle 2 from earlier on, obviously. Aston Villa are still 1-0 up against Tottenham. We're 2-2. Crystal Palace are 2-0 up against Bournemouth. No problem. They go ahead of us. Man United 1-0 up against Wolves. They came close again. And Southampton are losing against Fulham. So they're definitely relegated. So as it stands, Crystal Palace go level on points with us. And yeah, no problem. "66 minutes. Here's Madueke. Tottenham have had 0 shots. Jesus. "67 minutes. Madueke now. Let me see if I don't even know what to do, bro. I just need this to be over. I genuinely just need this to be over. I'm sick of this. I'm absolutely sick of this shit. It's not even funny anymore. It's not even funny. It's not even funny anymore. Here's Sterling. Just going to clear it. Felix, Gallagher. Felix again. Oh, just fuck off, man. Jesus Christ. I don't deserve this. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong to deserve this shit, man. I didn't. I swear. I need to stretch my legs. These men are making me angry. I didn't do anything to deserve this. This is torture. This is actually torture. Jesus Christ. I'd rather go and watch the fucking cricket or something at Lord's. I swear to you, I'm this close to switching to the cricket because this is a piss take. This is actually a piss take. This is not football. Bro, Man City fans, bro, they don't know how easy they got it, bro. They don't know how easy they got it. These guys take it for granted, bro. They get to play liquid football every day. Every day they play liquid football. They got goals in the team, best manager, everything. What's, bruv? These men are ungrateful. These men are hella ungrateful. They don't understand what it's like to be in the trenches right now. In the trenches. Watching this shit every single week. Long throw again. What the fuck is this relegation rhythm? Look at this. Bruv, just score. I need them to score. I need Nottingham Forest to score because I've had enough. I need them to score. They're letting us get away with it. Look how many shots they've had in the second half. Look how many shots. Just score, man. Hurry up and score. Aston Villa are now 2-0. Oh, my days. Oh, Jesus. It never ends. I can't even laugh at Tottenham. I don't even care. I can't lie. I can't even be asked. Trevor's actually been really good today, man. Yo, Trevor's been really good, man. Fair play to Trevor. Fair play to Trevor. Oh. Jesus Christ. When is it going to end? When is it going to end? When is it going to end, Robbie? Here's Trevor. Here's Madueke. Gallagher. Can we not make some subs? João Felix. Like, may as well bring on Datro Fofana now. We need a goal. May as well have a striker in the box so we can have some sort of focal point. Even if you're keeping Felix on to play him behind, I don't care. May as well bring on Datro Fofana. Just put on Fofana last 20 minutes. Oh, Kai Havertz is coming on and Ziyech as well. Oh, God. Do you know what? There might be a silver lining in this. Hold on a second. There might be a silver lining. My prediction on the Big Six was 2-2. Hey, we might be leaving here with something, you know. We might be leaving here with something. And I predicted that Aston Villa would beat Tottenham 2-1. And I predicted that Man United would beat Wolves 1-0. Hey! We might be leaving here with something. Come on! We might be leaving here with something. I need these points. Tell Turkish I'm back. Tell him I'm back. Tell him I'm back. I need Tottenham to score 1 goal, and I need this to stay the same. And I need listen, don't fuck with me, man. And if I get these 9 points in 1 weekend, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I might be back. Yo! I might be back. Listen, I might be back. I need this shit to stay the same. Fuck this result. I don't care anymore. Hold out, Nottingham. I don't need goals. I might be back. Nah, man. Fuck this. I might be back. Forget everything else. I need these things to go my way. I'm moving on. I've got bigger priorities, man. Big Six prediction table more important than this nonsense. Yeah? Man United, I need it to stay 1-0. I need Tottenham to get 1 goal, and I need this to stay 2-2. This is my new priorities of the day. I'm not interested in nothing else. I'm not interested. Leave this game how it is. Leave it. I don't care. I'm making a comeback. I've had enough. I've got bigger fish to fry. Yeah. I've got bigger fish to fry. I'm not interested. This is a dead rubber game, and these lot, they deserve to lose anyway, so they're lucky if they get a point. I'm not gonna lie. Nottingham Forest should have scored more goals in the second half. So we move. I've got bigger fish to fry. Bruv. Come on. I need Tottenham to get a goal. 1 goal, just 2-1 defeat. That's what I've got. Nah, I'm not eating that chili, bruv. I need to respond. I need to respond. Playing out wide, Ziyech. Cutting inside. Free kick. It's a foul. You must fry that fish. I have the third most right predictions, but I don't know. I seem to, you get 1 point if the team actually wins. If you predict the team to win and they win, then you get 3 points for a correct score. So I've not been getting the easy ones, it seems. Ziyech got a wide free kick. It's actually in a good position. It's actually in a good position. We've crashed in all of our goals. The fact that we've seen 2 goals in one game is a blessing. It's an absolute blessing. It's true. If I tell these man that I actually, it's like sticking a bet on it. You can't lose. If you stick a bet on Chelsea to draw 2-2 and then they win 3-2, you can't lose. But just because now a 2-2, you actually get some silver lining out of it, that's when they'll score to make it 3-2. So this is what Chelsea do. This is what Chelsea do. Let's be real. This is what they do. So it's perfect. You can't lose. When your team's this bad, you have to find a silver lining in somewhere, because there's no way I'm going to sit here and be depressed for about the 10th week running. It's not happening. It's not happening at all. I have to find a silver lining out of it. Have some fun. Have some vibes. These lot are not sending me into no mental institution. It's not happening. These lot are not sending me into no mental institution. It's not happening. So I'm going to find my own fun. Nah, I said 2-2. I've got the predictions right here. I got 2-2. I don't know why I said 2-2, but for some reason it seems to actually be going the same way as I said, which is kind of crazy. I said 2-1 we would win on here because I was trying to be optimistic, but on Big Six I said 2-2 because I just thought Nottingham Forest would fight for their lives, and they actually are. They're actually fighting for their lives. Tell Turkish he's got post. Tell Turkish he's got post. He's got mail. Oh my God. Honestly. Man said I'm using reverse psychology. It's not going to work. These guys don't work. They don't do reverse psychology, these lot. They're not interested. They're not interested in none of that juju. If this team needed reverse psychology to get going, I would have used that trick a long time ago. That's not how this team functions. That's not how they function. Come on, man. At the moment, everything's going our way in predictions. That's at least then, because there's no way I should be punished twice. My team's already dead. I don't need to be punished again by eating some sort of chili chip because all my predictions were wrong. I'm not doing that. My team's already dead. I've been punished enough this season. I'm not taking a double homicide. It's not happening. That's too much. I need to win something. I need to do something right this season. Somebody said in the chat, I don't know who he was, I can't find his name. He's like, "You're a joke of a fan, I can't lie. Joke of a Chelsea fan." Let me explain something to you, my good man. Yeah? Let me explain something to you. We are mid-table. This is a dead rubber, and we've been shit all season. I can count thousands of people in that stadium that have put an acca on, that have put a bet on with Chelsea not winning. You know why they've done that? Because then if Chelsea don't win, at least they have something to smile about at the end of the day. So if you don't understand that in football, that when your team is so dead and you've been depressed and watching shit like this for months on end, that you have to go and find some happiness elsewhere. If you don't understand the concept of that, that's your business. It's not none of my business. That's not my business. I'm watching my team in a dead rubber at home to Nottingham Forest. Yeah? You're damn right I'm going to collect my prediction points shamelessly. That's all I've got. That's all I've got. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about this game. There's no way. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. I've shed enough tears. I don't have no tears left. Them hardcore proper Chelsea fans in the stadium will be going into the pubs, yeah? They'll be going into the Chelsea pensioner and all these pubs around the ground. And they'll be rolling out their accas at the end of the game with a couple of pints of Stella. And they'll be saying, good job. Good job. We managed to get something out of this. But they're proper. So don't be silly with me. Don't be silly with me, please. Take that foolishness elsewhere. I'm press resistant. It's not real happiness, Philip. It's shameless happiness. There's a difference. It's shameless happiness. If I'm celebrating getting a 2-2 prediction right, it's pretty shameless happiness. It's sarcastic happiness. Bruv, I swear down. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. Come on, man. Just get me to the end. Maguire, what's happened now? Exactly. Coping happiness. Inverted happiness. Coping mechanism. It's game week 35, is it? No. Game week 34. If you haven't found a coping mechanism, you're doing yourself a disservice. For the season we've had and for what we've watched, you need to find escape and you need to find a coping mechanism because it's game week 35. It's game week 35. We have a -5 goal difference. We have 14 defeats, 11 wins, 10 draws on 43 points. Drawing at home to Nottingham Forest. If you haven't found a coping mechanism, then yeah. This is long. This is ridiculous. Here's Gallagher. I need Tottenham to get a goal back just to make it spot on. Welcome back to Crossen, inshallah. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Well, like I said, at 1-0 down, I wasn't expecting us to come back and be 2-1 up. So with the chances that Nottingham Forest have missed today, I'm quite blessed to see us take a point. I'm not even going to lie, because we've rode our luck. We've rode our luck against a team that can finish like a Man City, and this could have gone very, very long. Could have been a very long day. Yeah, seems like a team of misfits. Yeah, it does. It doesn't look like a team. It looks like a group of individuals that have been put together, which is exactly what it is. It's not a team yet. It's not a team yet. Five minutes to go. A goal in the Tottenham game would be nice. VAR check, Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Who's that for? Is that for Tottenham or is it to make it 3-0? Danjuma's come on for Pedro Porro. Tottenham pen. Seriously? Tottenham penalty. Wow. We might be cooking something, you know. Huh. You're a real one. Arsenal hate-alongs prove it. By the way, my dream will come true and you will help us get ready for it. Appreciate it, Big Ash. Yo, we might be cooking something, you know. But then they can't score again because we hate Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? They can't be going and scoring again. That's not part of the plan. Appreciate the super chat, Big Ash. They can't be scoring again. That's just the one goal and then finish it from there. Are they gonna score? I might be leaving there with something, you know. Are you not entertained? I might be leaving here with something. I fear you may have cooked. Yo. Oh, it must stay 2-1 if they score, though. Gallagher's just had his shot blocked out for a corner. Yo, what are we cooking? What are we cooking? Well, let's wait. Let's see if the goal goes in before we get excited. How much time we got left? Oh, it's the last minute. Yo, it's the last minute. What are we cooking? It's the last minute. Yo, get this done. Yo, are we cooking? Yo, this shit's nearly over. Go, yeah? Yeah? Yo, we might be cooking some, you know. Hey, yo, we might be cooking something. Oh my God. We might actually be cooking. Ah, Turkish. Did he print the same thing as me? This bastard. Yo, did he print the same thing as me? Oh my days. This guy is unruly. This guy. Let me take a look. Yeah, he did. But he didn't print it the same Man United score. He didn't print it the same Chelsea score. So that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's not a problem. I still got two up on him. I've got Man City to win 3-1 tomorrow and Arsenal to win 2-0 and Liverpool to win 3-0. We'll see how it goes. We're still cooking. It's okay. I can't believe he's managed to... He's copied me, but it's all right. We're still leaving it with something. At least we're catching up on others. It's fine. We're still cooking. 3 correct scores. Yeah, bro. At the moment, 3 correct scores. Yo, 3 correct scores at the moment. This game, all the games are nearly over. 3 correct scores. If no one does anything, then it's a wrap. Knowing my luck, Man United will probably go and get a second. This is crazy. So all of the results so far have been spot on. This may be in jeopardy. What's happening? I don't know, man. Fred is turning up. What's Fred doing? They're winning 1-0 already. What's Fred doing? He needs to chill. I don't need Fred to do nothing. Fred needs to relax. Fred needs to chill. All right? Because I do not need a pointless Man United goal. The good Fred turned up. But how many minutes are left in that game? That game's over. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle in that game. That game is done. I don't really have any worries about our game. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, fucking hell. Don't tell me something bad's happened. Actually, no, that's nothing to do with me. Wolves keepers saving them. SAR's on a masterclass. This game, we don't have to worry. Unfortunately, we don't have to worry about Chelsea. I don't think they're going to do anything at all. This game's just petering out into a 2-2. Yeah, Joe Sarr. 5 minutes left. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. It's not Sarr. Oh, it's the second choice. Okay. 6 minutes. 6 minutes added on at Old Trafford. Are you taking a nick? Oh my God. That's obviously going to go against me. Something's going to happen. Is Aston Villa Tottenham game over at least? Is that done? Is there any of these games done? Jesus, man. Here's Gallagher. Any of these games done? Oh, just wrap them up, man. Just wrap them up. 5 minutes I did on at Stamford Bridge as well. None of these games are done. I'm sitting here on 3 correct scores like a dickhead. We're more than you can believe. More than you can believe. One of these are going to go wrong. More than you can believe. One of these are going to go wrong. Sitting here on 3 correct scores. You just know. You just know something's going to go mad. Going to go left. Because to be honest, I was about to give up. But if I get 3 correct scores in one weekend with 3 games left, and all of my predictions for the rest of the games are quite safe. Like I made all my risky predictions here with Tottenham losing and Chelsea not winning, and Man United only winning 1-0. So I made all my risky ones here. So I could have an incredible weekend, but I need this. I need these games to be done. Here's Mendy, Silva. Here's Badiashile. Here's Enzo. Loftus-Cheek. Here's Silva. Oh, fuck's sake. United have scored. These fucking idiots. I knew it. I knew it. These fucking idiots. They had to go and score. These absolute pricks. They've just given Thabz, Grizz correct scores. They've just given Thabz and Grizz correct scores. The pricks. Can't be bothered. What a farce. What a farce. Honestly. Fuck Manchester United, man. Pricks. What a pointless goal to score. What a pointless goal to score. What a pointless goal. What does it really mean? Nothing. No need for that. No need for that whatsoever. No, fuck your team. Just unnecessary. It's unnecessary. You're going to win the game anyway. There's no need for that. You've got people out here struggling, needing results. And this is what you man are doing. It's just not necessary. Foolishness. Absolute foolishness, man. Fuck Man United. Honestly. God, man out here struggling like this. Needing a result. Out here struggling. Trying to turn the season around. Trying to pull off the great escape. And all you man had to do is just leave it at 1-0. Why is Garnacho even scoring anyway? This guy. Oh my God. Yeah, forget it. Forget it. Yeah. Tottenham have equalised. Yeah, forget about it. We're done. We're finished. We're finished. Chelsea, you need to score. Chelsea needs to score now because everybody else is reacting. Everybody else is mashing up my predictions. You need to score. The irony of the other 2 predictions messing up, but Chelsea, the one that I would actually be okay with messing up. Oh yeah, you guys, you stick with your 2-2. Yeah. Don't get a winner here. No, don't do that. Don't do that. We don't need a winner here. The other games can go left, but this one, no, this one's fine. Yeah. Fuck this, man. I hate football. I swear to God, I can't be bothered. Football is washed. Football is actually washed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable sport, man. Is it offside? Oh, thank God. We've drawn this anyways. This is done. This is done. This is done. Can't be bothered, man. Full time, 2-2. Didn't win the game. But at least all them man them was slandering me in the chat for Big Six, telling me, oh, you're being silly. You can't be serious. You're not being serious. 2-2. We dropped points at home to Nottingham Forest, guys. It actually happened. It actually happened. This is why I didn't want to get too ahead of myself when we equalized, because this team, they're tapped. This team are actually tapped. This team are actually tapped. So we have drawn against Nottingham Forest, guys. At home, we have drawn. We have dropped points at home to Nottingham Forest. And that might be our last point of the season, because to be honest, the rest of the games are not looking good. They're not looking good. I know I got 2 correct scores, but I'm not happy. I should have had 3. I can't believe Garnacho, who hasn't kicked a ball in about 3 months, decides to go and get an unnecessary second goal. It's just unnecessary. I predicted a Chelsea draw on Big Six. Unbelievable. Pointless. Yeah. Anyway. So that's that. That's that. Man United, well done. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, Man United. I hope you're happy. Yeah. I hope you're happy. You were going to win the game anyway, and you go and do that. As for us, we're finished. Yeah, that was our last chance, I think, for 3 points this season to go back to back. I have no confidence going into games against proper teams. Yeah. No disrespect to Forest. So we won't even hit 45 points. We're going to be on 43. Crystal Palace, Wolves could go ahead of us. I think that will probably be about it. Man United away, Man City away, and Newcastle at home. Next game is Man City next Sunday. Next Sunday we go to Man City. Wow. Well, that will be fun. I know, but I need 3. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need 3. I'm struggling. I need to. If I'm gonna pull off a great escape, that Garnacho goal might have relegated me. I can't lie. That Garnacho goal might be it for me. That was a big one. That Garnacho goal may have relegated me. And if I could have picked the Man United one over the Tottenham one, I would have went United because Turkish copied my score anyway. So I should have just. It would have been better if I just got the United one. But anyway, right, guys. The review is coming. In a bit, people. Smash up the like, subscribe. In a bit, people. Peace. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm tired. Perfect.